Item: SCP-509. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-509-A and SCP-509-B are both to be contained on site. Due to their immobility, each is to be cordoned off, and any members of the public turned away. Outside of research and maintenance purposes, no humans or pigs, living or dead, are to be allowed into either structure. Personnel may safely enter and leave SCP-509-A and SCP-509-B within 4 minutes of activation and while inactive. After testing, any living humans recovered from SCP-509-B are to be trained as Level 0 personnel and assigned to minimal security positions. Personnel are cautioned that smoke inhalation from SCP-509-A poses a health hazard, and are advised to wear particulate respirators during and immediately after testing. Description: SCP-509 is the collective term for two structures with similar and possibly linked anomalies. SCP-509-A is a wooden sauna located in Gaston, Oregon. When activated remotely, it functions as normal for an electric stove sauna, producing steam by dripping water onto a heated surface. Local records show that SCP-509-A was built in 1987, and exhibited no anomalous properties until shortly before its containment in 1995. When used by a human, SCP-509-A produces clouds of smoke, instead of steam. Though the smoke is at this point non-anomalous, the means by which it is produced are unclear. After approximately 6 minutes of smoke production, SCP-509-A enters an active state, and tracking devices placed inside fail for the duration of its active period. Attempts to enter SCP-509-A no longer led to its interior. See Experiment Log 509. After a period of 155 minutes, SCP-509-A returns to its inactive state, now filled with extremely thick smoke. All humans in SCP-509-A at activation are no longer present within the structure, but are replaced by an equal number of cured pig carcasses. These carcasses exhibit no anomalous properties. SCP-509-B is a brick smokehouse located near Hesdin in northern France exhibiting similar anomalous properties to SCP-509-A. SCP-509-B is believed to have been built circa 1750, though it too functioned normally until 1995. Whenever one or more cleaned but uncured pig carcasses are placed into SCP-509-B, it ceases to produce smoke and instead produces steam. 6 minutes after the addition of the last pig carcass, the interior of SCP-509-B becomes inaccessible in a similar manner to SCP-509-A. After 12 minutes, SCP-509-B returns to its inactive state. Any pig carcasses present at time of activation are replaced by living humans. These humans speak fluent English, and claim to have just been at a sauna. Physical examination reveals no anomalous properties and dehydration consistent with approximately 20 minutes in a sauna. Under questioning, these individuals demonstrate functional knowledge within standard parameters, but have no recollection of life before recovery from SCP-509-B. No records have been found of persons recovered in this way.